Water is truly the elixir of life. Yet, it's surprising how many of us could be drinking it in ways that don't fully support our well-being, especially as we age. Proper hydration is not just about quenching thirst. It's one of the fundamental pillars of maintaining vitality, protecting our organs, and supporting graceful aging. Today, we'll explore 8 insightful tips from the long life and wisdom of Dr. Fedor Grigorovich, a renowned Russian physician who lived well past the age of 100. He discovered remarkably simple, yet powerful ways to drink water that can lead to noticeable improvements in how we feel, and the changes can start appearing within just a week. Dr. Grigorovich firmly believed that the secret to a long and vibrant life lies in embracing simple, natural habits, and mindful hydration is undoubtedly one of them. Why water becomes even more crucial after 55. As we grow older, our body's relationship with water changes in subtle but significant ways. After the age of 55, the sensation of thirst tends to become weaker, meaning we may not feel thirsty even when our body truly needs water. Our kidneys, which play a vital role in regulating fluid balance and removing waste, also naturally lose some efficiency with age. Blood circulation can slow down, digestion may become more sluggish, and skin tends to lose moisture more easily. All of these changes make it essential to be proactive about hydration, not just for comfort, but for supporting heart health, joint flexibility, cognitive clarity, digestion, and even emotional well-being. Dr. Grigorovich often said, "You don't wait for your car to break down before adding oil, so don't wait for your body to cry out before offering it water." With this wisdom in mind, let's begin uncovering his time-tested secrets. First secret: have a glass of water about an hour before you retire for the night to assist your body's natural rejuvenation process. Dr. Grigorovich always advocated for a single, modest glass of water about an hour before bedtime. He believed that this simple ritual could greatly support the body's overnight repair work, a time when our cells are busy healing, regenerating, and processing the nutrients absorbed during the day. Water plays a critical role in these nighttime processes. It helps the kidneys flush out accumulated toxins, supports the cleansing of the bloodstream, and keeps tissues properly hydrated for cellular repair. Without enough hydration, this internal housekeeping becomes sluggish, leading to disrupted sleep and morning fatigue. Why it's especially important after 55. As we age, our body's ability to detoxify naturally declines, and nighttime dehydration becomes a common, though often unnoticed, challenge. Older adults are also more prone to muscle cramping and nighttime circulatory issues, both of which can be alleviated with gentle evening hydration. Moreover, staying modestly hydrated at night can help prevent nighttime blood thickening, which is associated with increased cardiovascular risks after 60. In short, that one simple glass of water can be a small act of protection for your heart and kidneys. How to apply it safely and wisely. Hemobasido. Drink about 150-200 ml of clean, room temperature water about 60 minutes before you go to bed. If you tend to wake up at night for bathroom trips, you can slightly reduce the volume to around 100 ml, or choose a mild herbal infusion like chamomile or linden blossom, which not only hydrate but also soothe the nervous system. And avoid drinking large quantities right before lying down to prevent sleep disturbances. Dr. Grigorovich often reassured his patients, one glass is enough to nourish the night without interrupting the dreams. Give it a try for a few evenings, and you might notice waking up more refreshed, with less stiffness and greater clarity to greet your morning. Now that we've prepared the body for a better night's rest, let's look at how to stay properly hydrated during the day, the way that truly nourishes and protects our health. Next, we move to the second secret. Second secret, instead of gulping down large amounts, sip water gently and consistently throughout the day. One of the most common mistakes people make is drinking large volumes of water all at once, especially when they finally realize they are thirsty. Dr. Grigorovich taught that sipping small amounts of water regularly is much more beneficial than flooding the body sporadically. When you sip gently throughout the day, you maintain a stable state of hydration, allowing your organs, particularly your kidneys and heart, to function more smoothly. It's a kinder, more natural rhythm for your body, aligning with the way our systems are designed to work. Why it's especially important after 55. After the age of 55, the body's ability to adapt to sudden shifts in fluid balance decreases. Gulping down a large quantity of water at once can momentarily overwhelm the heart and kidneys, leading to fluctuations in blood pressure and putting unnecessary stress on these vital organs. Steady, gradual hydration helps support better blood volume regulation, keeps joints more lubricated, and reduces the risk of fatigue, headaches, and even dizziness, issues that become more common with age if hydration is neglected. Furthermore, regular sipping aids cognitive function. Even mild dehydration can impair memory, focus, and mood, subtle changes that are often mistaken for normal aging, but can be largely prevented with proper hydration habits. How to apply it easily every day. Keep a small bottle or glass of water within arm's reach, whether you are reading, working, or simply relaxing. Seki Laum. Aim to sip every 15-20 minutes, not because you feel thirsty, but as a conscious, caring habit. If you tend to forget, set a gentle reminder on your phone, watch, or use sticky notes placed where you can see them easily. Choose a comfortable cup or bottle that you enjoy using. The small pleasure of a favorite glass can subtly encourage more mindful drinking. I fondly remember my dear friend Agnes, who often felt exhausted by mid-afternoon. Once she began sipping water regularly, just a few mouthfuls every 20 minutes, her energy levels and sharpness noticeably improved. She would always laugh and say, "Who knew such a small habit could lift the whole day?" By learning to sip like a steady stream instead of pouring water in like a flood, you give your body the gentle, constant support it craves. Up next, let's talk about the temperature of the water you drink, and why it matters more than you might think. Third secret, avoid icy cold water, and instead choose warm or room temperature water whenever possible. While a glass of ice-cold water might seem refreshing, especially on a hot summer day, Dr. Grigorovich strongly advised against it. He explained that very cold water can shock your digestive system, force your body to expend extra energy to warm it up, and potentially slow down important internal processes like digestion and circulation. Warm or room temperature water, on the other hand, is far more harmonious with the body's natural state. It supports smooth digestion, helps maintain stable internal temperatures, and enhances blood flow throughout your organs and extremities. Why it's especially important after 55. As we age, our digestive and circulatory systems become more sensitive to sudden changes. Cold beverages can cause the blood vessels in the stomach and intestines to constrict, slowing down digestion and sometimes leading to bloating, cramping, or discomfort after meals. Additionally, colder water can momentarily lower core body temperature, which might trigger regulatory stress responses in older individuals, including elevated blood pressure or even increased joint stiffness for those prone to arthritis. Warm water gently assists the body instead of challenging it. It promotes better absorption of nutrients, supports easier bowel movements, and can even help soothe mild inflammation in the digestive tract. How to apply it wisely in daily life. Larsen. Choose water that is around room temperature for everyday drinking. In colder seasons, or if you experience digestive discomfort, slightly warm the water until it feels pleasantly tepid. Not hot, just comforting. If you crave a more refreshing taste, add a few slices of lemon, cucumber, or a sprig of mint, rather than reaching for ice. During meals, favor warm beverages like herbal teas or slightly warm water to support smoother digestion. One simple yet delightful practice, Dr. Grigorovich often recommended was starting lunch with a few sips of warm water. He found that it prepared the stomach, calmed the nervous system, and made the meal more enjoyable overall. Changing just the temperature of your drinking water can make a surprising difference in how light, comfortable, and energized you feel after eating. Next, we'll dive into another important aspect of hydration: how much water you should drink during your meals, and when it's better to drink instead. Fourth secret: be cautious about drinking too much water during meals to protect your digestion. It's natural to want to sip on water while enjoying a good meal. However, Dr. Grigorovich taught that drinking large amounts of water during meals can dilute stomach acid, making it harder for your body to properly break down food and absorb vital nutrients. Instead, he recommended timing your water intake more thoughtfully, drinking a glass about 30 minutes before eating, and then waiting about an hour after your meal to resume hydrating fully. A few small sips while eating, if needed to help swallow food comfortably, are perfectly fine. But heavy drinking during meals can hinder the very digestion your body needs to stay strong and well-nourished. Why it's especially important after 55. As we grow older, the natural production of stomach acid, hydrochloric acid, often decreases, leading to a higher risk of indigestion, gas, nutrient deficiencies, and a feeling of heaviness after meals. Diluting stomach acid with too much water only compounds this problem, making it harder for the body to extract essential vitamins and minerals from food, such as calcium, magnesium, and vitamin B12, all crucial for maintaining bone health, muscle strength, and cognitive clarity after 55. Additionally, weakened digestion can contribute to more serious issues over time, including anemia and decreased immunity. Proper hydration timing is a gentle but powerful way to support efficient, comfortable digestion at any age, but especially in later years. How to apply it thoughtfully every day. About 30 minutes before a meal, drink a glass, around 200 milliliters of water, to prehydrate your body and prime your digestion. During meals, limit yourself to a few small sips, only if you feel the need. Wait about an hour after eating to resume regular sipping. This gives your stomach time to properly process the food without interference. If your meal feels dry, consider incorporating naturally moist foods like cucumbers, tomatoes, soups, or lightly steamed vegetables to reduce the need for drinking water while eating. I remember my late husband, Arthur, used to feel terribly heavy and uncomfortable after dinner. At first, he thought it was simply eating too much, but when he followed Dr. Grigorovich's advice to adjust his water intake during meals, the difference was remarkable. He began feeling lighter, more energetic, and far less bloated after eating, all without giving up the foods he loved. Supporting your digestion with mindful hydration is one of the simplest and kindest gifts you can offer your body, helping it absorb every precious nutrient you work so hard to choose wisely. Next, we'll uncover how to find the right daily amount of water, tailored to your unique needs, because one size does not fit all. Fifth secret, adjust your daily water intake based on your body weight and personal circumstances. There's no single perfect amount of water that suits everyone. Dr. Grigorovich believed that understanding your own body's needs is essential for true well-being. He recommended using a simple, practical formula to determine the right amount of water for each individual. The general guidance he offered was this: multiply your body weight in kilograms by 30 to 40 milliliters to find your ideal daily water intake. For example, if you weigh 60 kilograms, you would aim for between 1.8 and 2.4 liters of water a day. This basic calculation provides a personalized starting point, not too little, not too much, respecting your unique body's size, needs, and lifestyle. Why it's especially important after 55. After 55, the body's water reserves naturally decrease, and the ability to efficiently regulate fluid balance can decline. Muscle mass, which stores a significant amount of water, also tends to diminish with age, making proper daily hydration even more crucial. At the same time, older adults often have more sensitive kidneys and hearts, meaning that both dehydration and overhydration can be harmful. Carefully tailoring water intake helps maintain optimal blood pressure, kidney function, skin elasticity, and even mental clarity. Moreover, personal factors like medications, especially diuretics, chronic conditions, such as diabetes or heart disease, and climate, living in hotter areas, all influence hydration needs. Drinking enough, but not forcing excessive amounts, creates a healthy, respectful balance. How to apply it simply and safely. Step 1. Calculate your personal water range by multiplying your weight by 30-40 milliliter. Step 2. Start by aiming for the lower end of the range, especially if you're not very active or live in a cooler climate. Step 3. If you engage in physical activity, spend time outdoors, or live in a dry or hot environment, gently increase your intake toward the higher end. Step 4. Monitor your body's signals. Light-colored urine, flexible skin, stable energy levels, and moist lips are good signs of adequate hydration. A helpful tip: if doing calculations feels tedious, just remember that about 6 to 8 standard glasses of water a day is a comfortable baseline for many adults, adjusting slightly up or down based on personal needs. Dr. Grigorovich used to say, "Listen to your body's whispers, so you won't have to hear its screams." By tuning into your body's true needs, instead of following rigid rules, you create a foundation for stronger, more graceful health that respects your own uniqueness. Coming up next, how to wisely hydrate before physical activity to protect your strength and stamina at any age. Sixth secret: always have a drink of water before engaging in any exercise or physical activity. Many people wait until they feel thirsty during or after exercise to drink water. However, Dr. Grigorovich taught that pre-hydration, drinking water before you begin any physical activity, is key to maintaining stamina, protecting your heart, and preventing unnecessary strain on the body. He emphasized that even light activities like gardening, cleaning the house, walking the dog, or stretching exercises deserve the same mindful preparation as more intense workouts. Hydrating beforehand gives your muscles the fluid they need to contract efficiently, supports joint lubrication, stabilizes internal temperature, and helps maintain healthy blood pressure during exertion. Why it's especially important after 55. As we age, the body's natural thirst response becomes less reliable, and the ability to conserve water during physical exertion diminishes. Older adults are also more vulnerable to dehydration-related complications, such as overheating, cramping, dizziness, irregular heartbeat, and excessive fatigue during even modest activity. Starting exercise without being properly hydrated can place additional stress on the heart, increase the risk of falls due to lightheadedness, and impair recovery afterward, all of which become greater concerns after 55. Prehydration acts like a shield, preparing the body to meet physical demands safely and comfortably. How to apply it easily before every activity. About 20-30 minutes before starting, drink a small glass, 150-200 ml, of room temperature water. If you plan to exercise for more than 30 minutes, also keep a small water bottle nearby to sip from lightly as needed. Shanzhaofly. Avoid overloading yourself by drinking large volumes right before movement. It's the steady, modest intake that truly protects your body. If you take morning walks or do stretching exercises upon waking, include a glass of water as part of your pre-activity routine, right alongside putting on your shoes. Dr. Grigorovich loved reminding his patients, "Your muscles are like flowers. They cannot bloom without water." By making water your silent companion before every movement, you support stronger muscles, a steadier heart, and a body that stays agile and resilient, no matter your age. Next, we'll discover how the way you drink water, not just when, can deeply influence how your body benefits from every sip. Seventh secret: drink your water slowly and mindfully, savoring each sip. In our busy lives, it's easy to rush through even the simplest things, including drinking water. Many of us gulp down a glass without a second thought, especially when we're feeling very thirsty. But Dr. Grigorovich taught that the manner in which we drink matters just as much as how much we drink. He encouraged drinking water slowly and thoughtfully, allowing the body to absorb it at a steady pace, rather than overwhelming the system with a sudden rush of fluid. By taking small, deliberate sips and pausing between them, you help your body better distribute hydration at the cellular level, rather than simply filling your stomach. Mindful drinking also engages your senses, deepens your breathing, and invites a moment of calm, a small but meaningful gift to your nervous system. Why it's especially important after 55. Heino Sansi. As we age, digestion, absorption, and circulation can all slow down. Rapidly consuming large volumes of water can lead to bloating, discomfort, and even temporary stress on the kidneys and heart. Mindful, slow drinking reduces the risk of sudden blood pressure changes, eases the digestive process, and supports the gentle, consistent hydration that older tissues and cells need. It also promotes better awareness of the body's real signals, helping to prevent both overhydration and underhydration. Additionally, slowing down and savoring the act of drinking fosters relaxation, reduces anxiety, and creates a deeper connection to the body's needs, something that becomes even more precious with every passing year. How to apply it easily and joyfully. Instead of drinking a full glass at once, take small sips, swallowing gently and breathing slowly between them. Pause after every few sips to give your body time to absorb the water. Treat drinking water like a brief mindful practice. Notice its temperature, its texture, the way it feels in your mouth and throat. If you find yourself often drinking in a hurry, create small rituals, like sitting down for a moment with your glass, or taking 3 deep breaths before you begin. One of Dr. Grigorovich's favorite sayings was, "A sip, a breath, a heartbeat. That's how life should be lived." By drinking mindfully, you transform a simple necessity into a healing ritual, one that nourishes not only your body, but also your spirit. And now, let's turn to an equally vital aspect, making sure that the water you drink truly supports your health by being clean and rich in life-giving minerals. Eighth secret, always make sure that the water you drink is clean, pure and rich in natural minerals. It's easy to assume that all clear water is good water, yet Dr. Grigorovich repeatedly emphasized that the quality of the water we drink plays a crucial role in our long-term health. Water that contains harmful impurities, such as heavy metals, chlorine, pesticides, or bacteria, can place an invisible but serious burden on the body over time. Toxins in water force the liver, kidneys, and immune system to work harder, potentially accelerating the aging process and increasing the risk of chronic diseases. By choosing clean, properly filtered, or naturally mineral-rich water, you offer your body not only hydration, but also essential elements like calcium, magnesium, and potassium, minerals that support bones, heart function, and nerve health. Why it's especially important after 55. With advancing age, the body's natural detoxification processes tend to slow down. Organs such as the liver and kidneys, which are responsible for filtering and excreting harmful substances, become more sensitive to cumulative stress. Consistently consuming water that contains chemical residues or pathogens can contribute to inflammation, weakened immunity, digestive disturbances, and an increased burden on already aging organs. Moreover, older adults are at a higher risk of deficiencies in key minerals that help regulate blood pressure, prevent osteoporosis, and maintain muscle strength. Choosing mineral-rich water helps to gently replenish these vital substances every day. How to apply it practically and confidently. Use a high-quality water filter at home that removes common contaminants like chlorine, lead, bacteria, and microplastics, while preserving beneficial minerals. Look for filters certified by reputable organizations. If you have access to natural spring water that has been tested and deemed safe, it can be an excellent choice for its natural mineral content. Avoid drinking unfiltered tap water if there are known quality issues in your area. Check local water quality reports if available. For bottled water, choose brands that disclose mineral content and avoid those stored in poor conditions or exposed to high heat. If you notice an unusual taste, smell, or cloudiness in your water, investigate immediately before continuing to drink it. Dr. Grigorovich often told his patients, "The first medicine you take each day is the water you drink. Make sure it is worthy of you." By ensuring the purity and richness of the water you consume, you fortify your body's foundation, nourishing every cell, every organ, and every breath you take. And, before we close, Dr. Grigorovich left us with one more small but mighty habit, a simple act that can set the tone for your entire day. Drinking water first thing in the morning. Bonus tip: start your day with a glass of water. Before reaching for coffee, tea, or breakfast, Dr. Grigorovich always recommended starting the day with a simple yet powerful act, drinking a glass of clean, room-temperature water. After hours of sleep, your body naturally wakes in a mild state of dehydration. A glass of water first thing in the morning rehydrates your tissues, stimulates digestion, flushes out toxins processed overnight, and gently wakes up your metabolism. It prepares your mind and body for the day ahead, giving you clarity, energy, and a sense of inner freshness. Why it's especially important after 55. Morning dehydration tends to affect older adults more strongly, leading to symptoms like dizziness, sluggish digestion, stiff joints, and even a slightly elevated risk of cardiovascular strain right after waking. Starting the day with water before caffeine or heavy foods acts as a gentle internal awakening, protecting your heart, revitalizing your digestion, and helping maintain steady blood pressure from the very first steps of your day. How to make it a simple, joyful habit. Ilatius. Keep a glass or a small bottle of clean water by your bedside, so it's the first thing you see in the morning. Nanonesans. Aim to drink around 200-300 milliliters of room temperature or slightly warm water within the first 15 minutes of waking up. If you like, add a slice of lemon or a few drops of fresh cucumber juice for a refreshing touch. But plain water is perfectly wonderful on its own. Dr. Grigorovich would often say, "The way you greet the morning determines the song your body sings all day long." Final thoughts. Your journey to a healthier, more vibrant life. By embracing these simple yet profound habits, you are doing more than just drinking water. You are nourishing your future self with every thoughtful sip. Dr. Grigorovich's secrets are not quick fixes or fads. They are gentle, lifelong companions, practices that respect the natural rhythms of the body and honor the wisdom that comes with age. As you begin to integrate these practices, even gradually, you may notice subtle but precious changes. More steady energy throughout the day, improved digestion, and lighter, more comfortable meals. Sharper mental clarity and calmer emotions. More restful, healing sleep. Stronger resilience against the small challenges of daily life. And perhaps, most importantly, you may start to feel more connected to your own body, listening to its needs, honoring its signals, and celebrating the life it holds. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about small, steady acts of self-care. Acts that say, "I am worth caring for," no matter your age. Every glass of water you drink with intention is a quiet promise to yourself, a promise of vitality, dignity, and joy for many years to come.